Ready to embrace the magical side of life, where anything is possible and the infinite is accessible to all? Let's have a conscious conversation about what's going on in the world, in your life, and your relationship from the expanded perspective of your soul. The path to awareness begins and ends in the heart. So let's take it there, one step at a time, and learn to cultivate magic in your life every single day. In each episode, we share a collective space in which we discover the unique facets of our own magic and embody our superhuman qualities by humbly exploring how it's super simply to be human. Hosts Kai and Dell co-create a magical experience to remind you that you are magical as fuck. Now, be unleashed. This is our daily magic.
And we are live. Hello, hello, hello. I see the comments already coming in here. Hello, everyone. We're actually doing something pretty cool. I'm going live also in my TikTok audience, and we're going to have a magical conversation here. So, welcome to another exciting episode of our Daily Magic podcast. And today, the theme of it is magical moments. We're going to be sharing a magical moment together. We're going to see what arises in this conversation. I'm pretty excited for this, but as the intro says, we are all magical as fuck. We all have our own unique magic. We all have our own unique way of being. And what this podcast is and our intention of doing this together is to help to co-create more magic into the world, because what the world needs now is magic, more magic, and we all have our own unique magic to bring to the world. Yeah, I'm in a kitten mood today. So I'm one half of the host, Dell, and this is my wife,
Kai.
and we're already getting some love in here on TikTok right now. Awesome. Hello, hello. Greetings from Arkansas. See, I love when we do lives. Like we're doing a live here, we're doing a live on TikTok. We're bringing people in from all different aspects of the world. But we love to help to remind people just how magical you are in your unique ways. And keep the comments going, keep the questions coming in. We love you all. You all are magical. And let's have some fun with this. Hello from California. Nice. We're over here in New Jersey, which is actually interesting. I was listening to Joe Budden's podcast. Shouts to Joe Budden. And they were talking about what was the name of New Jersey before it became New Jersey, because of the fact of how there's so many Indian names that are in New Jersey. You feel like they just came in and said, oh, this name is whack for what New Jersey was, and they changed the name. I forgot the name of it. You could Google it, but it was like an interesting name.
I think it's Lenape.
Is that it?
It's the name of the people that were inhabiting this land before we got here. So it's the land of those peoples.
So then just came in and like, we're dubbing this New Jersey now.
Pretty much.
Let's see. Oh, somebody, Hopacon, New Jersey's in the building. Oh, look at that. I want to draw y'all. How does my profile pic look based off me and anime? Well, I can't check that out right now because I'm doing a live. You're still here? I'll check it out later on. It's so interesting though. So my lovely wife.
Yes,
How are you doing?
I am well.
You're well.
I am well.
And how's everyone else doing too? Let us know in the comments. How are you doing in this moment? So I was playing this game with my wife, and I was like, I want to play a game on this episode, and just playing a game, not really serious about it, or maybe I am. I was like, I wonder if I'll say something that could potentially get us canceled from our show. The cancel culture. Hello from the state of Maine. Chicago's in the building. Look at that. Chi-Town. Got Maine here. I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh, wait a second. Somebody here. Morristown? I was born in Morristown. That's pretty cool. Hey, hey. I was born in Morristown and raised in Florham Park, New Jersey. That is pretty cool. Hello, fellow Morristownian, or what would be called Morristownian. That's pretty cool. You see how like magical moments happen like this, the synchronicities in which somebody who I don't even know personally, but we're from the same town. You can't make this up of doing a live and being able to connect with people in that realms, and you find out just how potentially there's something that is similar between you guys. That's pretty cool, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this person worked at Morristown Memorial Hospital. Have you ever been in Juliet? See, these are some interesting questions. Want to get into it?
Go for it.
You like K-pop? What is K-pop? Put K-pop in the comments. We'd like to hear that. So this person asked me, and this is a magical moment. Let everything fly. What are your opinions of white people? My opinions of white people are my opinions of everyone else as well. Meaning, I have no problem with it. And just like with everything else, no matter what the temporary colors are, which is something that's not even going to matter when we transition on, there are loving people in it, and there's not so loving people in it. And this is in every single, whatever color you want to go with, and every different races out there type of thing. But me personally, I don't like to look from the lens of being separate from the colors and beliefs and things like that. I look for the stuff that brings us together, the stuff that has us connected. But also in my personal experience, I know some very loving people from all different skin colors and everything else out there. And I'm doing my part to play in this possibility of showing what can happen when we unite together and not be so fixated on these temporary things that feel that we're separated from each other, because on a soul level we are way more connected than what we can even imagine.
Right.
And also my wife is half white, so and my son too. Got a comment in here.
Hey.
I'm from Maine, born Bangor, Dover, Foxcroft, then Portland Lily. Nice. Jolette, that's where the penitentiary is located in Illinois. Interesting. Hello, everyone, and smiley face. Thank you. Thank you. Yo, I'm loving this. You see all the comments that are coming in here now? We are all brothers and sisters. Exactly. Hello there. That is so true. Thank you for the gifts already. Listen to the Real by a tease. Oh, that's a tease. Shout out to the tease. A tease, you're getting a shout out on both things. So everyone who's here, listen to the Real by a tease. Look at that. Free publicity. So I was thinking about this thing because like also in Joe Budden's podcast, they were talking about the whole cancel culture thing. And I was listening to the podcast episode today. He was interviewing Steve Madden. And I remember Steve Madden from the shoes, but then I remember him in the movie The Wolf of Wall Street as well. And I didn't even know he went to jail. So yeah. suppose you went to jail and there's asked a question about cancel culture. Joe Budden's asking the question too, and he's been curious about it. You say, "What are your opinions about cancel culture?" And you say, "I don't like it."
Mm-hmm.
And cancel culture to me is a very interesting thing because it's like, how can you cancel something that's already happened? Can you?
Mm-hmm. Could try.
Or can you make up this illusion that I have the abilities to cancel stuff that already happened? It's like, are you playing this guy? Are you being this guy? Let me put him up here. You have the power stones. You can be able to snap reality and it doesn't exist anymore. My grandfather is mixed. Cool. That's amazing. But yeah, my my view of cancel culture, it reminds me of this saying, let us he who is without sin cast the first stone. And what I feel cancel culture is a lot of people who have their own sins casting stones on others, type of thing. Just my opinion. What are your opinions of cancel culture, everyone? Put in the comments. What do you think about cancel culture? What do you think?
Cancel culture?
Yeah.
I think that you can make a culture out of anything. So, cancel is just another one of them. And you could look at it as a means to bring people together under one cause. Like it would sound like if people were talking about like saving the ocean, then they would be quick to say something like that. But cancel is the same thing. Like people are just uniting under a cause, whether it's perceived as positive or negative or whatever.
I like that. That's a great perception or perspective too. But that's true. It's like the cause of the vegans or the cause of the what's those things called? The carnivore diets.
Interesting.
The cause for psychedelics. The cause for whatever the beliefs may be. All these different things, which is so true. You become this culture. The first word in culture is cult. Hmm. Hmm. I love what this person just said right here. Shout out to you, Terry Freeman. We all need to love one another. It's not about the color of your skin. Yeah. Yeah. These temporary things that we have for this current human experience that we are, the skin color, the gender, whatever it may be. It's so easy to use these things to feel that we're separate from each other. We have way more stuff in common. What happened?
This.
Just like in the word Bangor, it means bang gore. Yeah. So being able to look at just how much similarities that we do have, like on that essence level, no matter what your color is, no matter your gender is, meaning that we all have our beliefs, we all been through shit in our life, we all experience some painful moments, we all have these emotions inside of us, and there's so much stuff that we can actually use to realize just how connected we all are.
Yep.
But obviously, with everything else, when the ego wants to use it to the ego's way, to feel that you're more superior than somebody because of the color of your skin, or you're more superior than someone because of your gender, or maybe you're more superior for like all these temporary statues and things that you have outside of you. But we all are equally on the same level, and shows like this and also life is helping us to remember that, because that's what the unity, we're able to see each other as equals and not see I'm more superior than you or this person's more superior than me type of thing. It helps to bring us together and see the commonalities that we have together. God made us all the same. I agree with that, and then somewhat I don't agree with that.
You want to say more?
Sure. God made us all the same, meaning we're created equally opportunities to have this connection with God and this infinite creator, but then also we're different because this infinite creator is experiencing a unique experience for each and every one of us. We all have our own path that we had in our own life to get us up to this point right now. So it's like yes and no type of thing. Like the infinite thing when you say like this and that, this and this type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I felt about that.
Okay.
Somebody said I was going to come here and say some goofy ish. I hope you have a good day. Thank you. I hope you have a great day as well. Let's see the comments. For people who seem to be critical in color, it's something they had dealt with when they were very young. Yeah, conditions. Been conditioned to believe that we're separate. Been conditioned to believe that this is right, this is wrong. Conditioned to believe that either you gotta believe this way or you gotta fully believe this way. There's no medium in between. It's either this or that type of thing. And you see the results of that happening in the world right now. Mm-hmm. One person believes this way, the other person believes over this way. And it's like, I need you to come over here and believe this way. No, you need to come over here and believe this way. And then there's this battle and conflict of who's right, who's more right. And you see it on display, not just in political stuff, but like just a lot of stuff in the world as well. My beliefs of God are more superior than your beliefs. My beliefs are the right beliefs, and yours is wrong. All these different things that are happening in the world because from that, you go Glenn's feeling like it's either this or it's wrong. It's going a little Dell tangent. And hello, everyone who's here. What if there can be a medium? But also, like, what if we don't have to believe, we all don't have to believe the same way to achieve a common goal?
What's the goal?
That's a good question. Seems like a lot of people would like to have more peace, right? More world peace, more of us coming together, and things like that.
I think that there are a lot of people who would simply like to know what they want.
Ooh. What in what aspects?
And anything in their lives. What do they want in each moment? Wandering around and not knowing what you want can lead to some shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
It's often what happens with bored teenagers and why they get into so much trouble.
Because of what?
They don't know what they want.
What they do know what they want. What they do know what they want.
Then they know what they want.
But they've been told that they can't have what they want. So now they're rebelling.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe the teenage kid has been forcibly conditioned to do everything that this person, authority figure named the parent, said that you should do when you know what you want to do, but then you feel like you can't do it because it's against the grain from what you've been conditioned that you're supposed to do.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever felt that way?
Yeah. And I'm sure I'm not the only one felt that way before. And that's what leads to a lot of the current stuff that is going on. I see it rampantly when people start to deconstruct their belief systems and you feel some type of way because you realize that, wait, what I've been taught is bullshit. That's not the absolute truth. And it can make you feel some type of way about that, coming to that realization and also realizing just how much condition you've received that made you who you are right now, and you believe that's who you truly are right now. and not realizing that who you are right now may potentially be all this conditioning that you receive from others who told you this is the way that you need to be.
Mm-hmm.
And you start to realize that, wait, this doesn't,
wait.
like, wait, this isn't working for me. It's not fulfilling me how I thought it would.
Right.
I don't have this peace that I was looking for. I don't have this happiness. Sicilian Actual says, my wife is black. I get told all the time by random people it's not right. Why do they say that? It's a good question. Based upon their own perception on what is right. And you know the cool thing about relationships? There's only two people involved in a relationship. Or maybe there's multiple people. What's that thing called? The polyamorous relationships. But the only people who opinion matters in a relationship are the people in the relationship. And people outside the relationship will have their own opinions and perceptions about your relationship, given their own conditioning and beliefs and stuff like that. And they're going to do what they're going to do. But you and your partner chose to be with each other because it works for you, right? And you are the only two who opinion truly matters in a relationship. Obviously, there may be some family members or whoever that may have their own opinions against your relationship and stuff like that, but take it with a grain of salt. There's only you two in the relationship, and finding out what works for you guys is what truly matters. So to answer your question, why did they say that? It's because they do. It's their own opinion, and you see it out there so much. I've seen it. What was it? It was like probably in the summertime. I think summer, springtime. No, it had to be springtime because it was prom season, and this was LeBron James' son, Bronny. So Bronny went to his senior prom and went to senior prom with a white girl. And there was so much backlash. Like, you're not supposed to be doing that. You're supposed to be dating inside your race. And, nah, 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 nah. And people had their opinion of it. And I'm like, for people who are talking about they want to be united and stuff like this is the complete opposite of that. If you want to like take a look at that, what about the unity? What about also like you have the right to do that type of stuff, but like it's all this conditioning of you got to do things this way, try to fit everyone inside this one little box for how things are supposed to be, which it doesn't fit. It doesn't fit for everyone. It may fit for some people, but just because maybe that's your beliefs and that works for you, it doesn't mean everyone else needs to believe that way. And that's what leads to a lot of conflict because feeling like my beliefs are more superior than yours. This is right. This is wrong. Just because it's right and wrong to you doesn't mean it's right and wrong for everyone else as well. And personally, I feel like do what makes you happy. And people will have their opinion when you do stuff that's happy for you based upon their own perception of stuff. And with all love, fuck them. With love. Meaning that at the end of the day, you are living with your decisions and the choices that you make. And other people will have their opinion of what you should do and the things to do. But like at the end of the day, it's your decisions, it's your life. And if it makes you happy, do it. Now, obviously, if what makes you happy is causing harm to yourself or others, that's something to take a look at. That's what I feel about. But like, if it doesn't cause harm to you, doesn't cause harm to others, it's something that calls to you, something that excites you, something you're passionate about, something that resonates with you. It's your journey. It's your life. Do it. And just realize that people will have an opinion of you no matter what you do. But like, even if you are forcibly making yourself do stuff that doesn't resonate with you, you do stuff that is not who you truly are, people still will have opinions of you. And now you are forcing yourself to do stuff that doesn't resonate with you and you still get those opinions no matter what. So why not just do what resonates with you? Be you. Somebody said, bro, Bronny can't chill. The internet is obsessed with him. Yeah, yeah. You know what I realized as well? A lot of people just look for reasons to be upset.
Hmm.
I've been there before. I will look for a reason that I'm going to be upset today. I'm looking for a reason to be triggered today.
How'd that work out?
I found what I was looking for.
Thanks.
It just shows the power of creator that we all are. I'm created. My intention for today is to find something I'm going to be upset about. And I'm going to complain about it on social media.
That's next level.
Somebody asked me what does 4% mean. So this means just a tip in. So I'm just kidding. But on a serious note, my former job that I was working at, Bayer Pharmaceuticals, this was their goal for what they wanted to experience over year to year. And this is right before the pandemic happened, which it made me very interested to see. They hired this executive coach and they came together with this thing, 4% all in. This is what we need to experience this year to year growth that we're looking to experience. So I'm like, I wonder what that coach was saying. And I left that position to pursue my entrepreneurial ventures. But like, I was wondering, like, I wonder what that coach said after like the pandemic and stuff happened. Like, what happened? How do you change your approach with that?
With what?
Because they had this 4% thing all in. They had these goals that they wanted to do and like create these different things in the scenario. And this is like the beginning of 2020. Like, we're going to hit this. We need the sales and all this stuff to do this. And then the universe said, we're going to insert COVID in this moment right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder, like, what was the business approach after the pandemic?
I mean, why would it have to change?
Because they was basing off forecasts for what was happening in the moment,
Mm-hmm.
and it didn't count the pandemic going down.
Maybe some companies flourished by not changing their approach. And we're like, maybe some companies did better.
That's sure.
Some companies got started during the pandemic.
Yeah. Mine got started during the pandemic. Oh, Kuna's here. My buddy from school. What's up, brother? And he said, P.S. The Vikings still stink. How's that bottom tasting right now, Packers fans? Hola. Oh man, we got some good comments in here. I can tell precisely they are called hypocrites. Just stay with the love you two have towards one another. Love conquers all. And that's for the person who posted the relationship thing. So you're getting some love from our lovely community on Facebook. Oh man, I'm not going to drop that one here. We'll really get canceled there. I think a lot of folks live so often in the mirror of others' perceptions, it can be hard to know themselves without exterior affirmations. Yeah, we've been so conditioned to care about other people's perception of us at such a young age. Even with, think about it in school, caring about the opinions of your teachers, and even at even a younger age, we cared so much about the opinion of how our parents perceived us as well. And
that's a survival mechanism, though.
Yeah, but that survival mechanism just kept on being reconditioned over and over and over again, and then it translated to our interactions in the outside world, even just with that school thing, the peers, trying to fit in, trying to get the approval of your peers and people you went to school with and things like that, and maybe even trying to get the approval of a person you're in a relationship with. Oh yes, lots of love. Evil bloodlines rule the world. Vatican's Washington royal family. Yeah, they start from your birth, give you music and distractions. See, it's the thing about it. And like I used to like try to like not pay attention to that stuff.
What stuff?
Like, oh man, all the different conditioning and stuff out there. And like we were talking to Uncle Rod, he was saying like the programming. That's why they call it program, like TV program, because it's programming you type of thing. And I like I wasn't bringing my awareness to it because I was like I've been just tapping into a place beyond that type of stuff. But now it's at this level that okay, I see you. And I just did a post about this, the ability learning how to discern things, meaning when the program is happening or people try to project their beliefs onto you, being able to discern to take what resonates with you and not take the stuff that doesn't resonate with you. But we've been so conditioned that we have to believe what these people say to us because maybe they're a superiority or somebody who has a deeper connection to God than us. So we got to believe everything this person says, type of thing. It's, but life is fun. Life is interesting. It's a game of just remembering who you really are and getting to that point of bring your awareness to be able to start to see that, okay, something ain't right about this. It doesn't resonate with me.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody said a great question right here. They said, really working on forgiving a parent. Trying my hardest, but it really hurts. Any quick advice? You want
Forgiving a parent, trying my hardest, but it really hurts. Any quick advice? There was this meditation that I was listening to from Louise Hay, and she's like pretty much takes you through like a visualization of like imagine your parent as a small child, and they're like sitting in the corner and like crying. They're like crying their eyes out because they're looking for like someone to love them. And it's like just even like going there, like thinking of a parent as being like a child, and having like needs, having needs like that pertain to love. And she takes you through through these like steps of like, oh well, imagine that you have like the biggest heart in the world. How would you approach your parent? Like, can you give them like what it is that they're looking for? And it reminds me of something that one of my friends said to me a long time ago, is that a lot of times as kids we don't look at our parents as human beings. We look at them as providers, like what they can give us, how they can help us fulfill our needs. Sometimes we just need a reminder that they're humans too. And also, you have the right not to forgive them. You do whatever you want to. You could carry that resentment on with you for the rest of your life to your grave if you really want to. But if you want to find forgiveness, there's a couple of different ways that you can try looking at it and see if that helps you find the entry point into your own heart. If that's how you feel about your parents, I wonder how you feel about yourself.
there we go. And I was about to piggyback off of you, and I was saying, just in my own personal journey, personal experience, I was able to forgive others easily when I became a space forgiving myself. And by forgiving myself, I meant forgiving myself for the experiences that I had, forgiving myself for allowing my boundaries to be stepped on, forgiving myself for going through the painful experiences that I went through and didn't allow myself to fully process those pains in a loving space, forgiving myself for forcibly making myself do stuff that I didn't want to do. And there's a lot of this bitterness and resentment that I had, and it was towards other people. And that was just like where the outlet of the resentment and bitterness was going to. But the deepest one was the one I had with myself. And it wasn't until when I was able to make peace with myself and be that loving space for myself, but then also be the loving parent that I wish that I would have had and be the friend, be the lover, be all these different things that I wish these other people would have been for me, that had me feel some type of way when they weren't living up to my egoic expectations. And when I started giving that to myself, it helped me to realize, like what Kai's mentioned, of just human, like we all are human. We all doing the best that we can. And that's what I helped to realize for myself. I was doing the best that I can, given the level of awareness that I had in those moments. And I made the decision I was supposed to make with that to learn the life lessons for myself and learn the life lessons for whoever was involved in those situations. And once I was able to do that, it became easier to let it go for other people, because I'm like, wait, if I'm like that, if I'm seeing myself like that, how come I can't see these other people like that in that same way? Person said, thank you both for how can I forgive myself when it's hard at times? That's it right there. When we go through those hard moments, in those moments of that, when it becomes painful, that's when you deserve to give yourself the grace in that moment. That's when you deserve to give yourself that love in that moment and be there for yourself. This is like anything. When you're doing something new, it can be potentially challenging at first. But the more you work at it, the easier it starts to become. But in those moments, give yourself grace. We all learning right now how to live life, all of us. And in this process of us all learning how to live, we will have stumbling moments. We had stumbling moments, and we will potentially have stumbling moments in the future. But this is a great opportunity to love yourself as if you are a baby learning how to walk for the first time, because you're learning how to walk in your life a different way. Give yourself the grace that you will give to a baby. Give yourself that love and attention as you will give to a kid coming up to you and saying, hey, I'm upset. I feel worried. I feel scared. All these different things. It's so easy that when we're feeling these emotions to judge it, like, oh, I shouldn't be feeling this thing. Let me do something to get rid of this thing. And you are denying yourself an opportunity to give yourself love in that moment. Those moments right there, those tough moments, are the ones that helps you to really integrate some deeper love for yourself. And you deserve it. And those parts that are coming up in those moments of those feelings and those beliefs and things that are going on, they're just looking for some love and attention from you. They're looking for you to give it whatever it needs in those moments. Usually, like when you feel some type of way because someone else didn't give you something, that's an opportunity for you to give it to yourself, whatever it may be. If you're upset that somebody didn't give you the appreciation and acknowledgments, give it to yourself. If you wish that somebody would, one of the things that out there a lot that I hear was, I wish someone would do for me what I do for others. Why don't you do for yourself that you wish others would do for you? Thank you both for being here and creating this type of content, giving us different, better mindsets. You're welcome. We're co-creating this together. This is all of us together having this magical conversation, allowing the questions to come in, allowing the support to happen, but really this message for all of us. And that's the beauty of this thing. And that's why I love doing this show with my wife, because she has her way of interpreting stuff, and I have my own way as well. But it's like the perfect example of different flavors, but leads to that same destination.
What's the destination?
Whatever you like it to be.
Is there one?
Let's say like a destination of more peace in your life. So the person in this example was talking about forgiveness.
Right.
You shared your way for forgiveness, and I shared my way.
Right.
So I set the different paths to the same destination in regards to that intention. How can I forgive myself? And then we offer the thing. Well, first they asked how to forgive the parent, and then we went different routes. But like, that's the cool thing about it. There are infinite routes. And we all have our own unique route. And the cool thing about having conversations like this is you get to take what resonates with you, and the stuff that doesn't resonate with you, let it go. But we always can get something from a conversation that can help us and wherever we're at in our journey if we're willing to see it in that way. It's easy when something doesn't resonate. If you throw it all away, this is wrong. Da, 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 da. So this is good. This is a good conversation so far. Is there any other questions in the live? Let's see. We are human. Much love to y'all. Parent myself. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. More importantly, be the infinite love that you are for these parts of you.
Yeah.
Speak about infinite love. Make sure you hydrate. Drinking water. ah. So what else was going on in this magical world this week? The present moment. Any other questions or anything as well? Anybody who would like to bring forth?
Welcome to the people who are joining. How's your week?
It just started, right? It's Tuesday.
Your week could be Tuesday to Tuesday.
That was pretty cool. So I think I've mentioned, yeah, I mentioned this to you before, and it was like my own like leaning into the trigger moments, and it was last week. Yeah, it was last week. So I went to go see a Vikings game at the bar, and the person that I saw the Vikings game with is a very passionate person with the Vikings. And I know this resonates with a lot of people who may be sports fans, of just a passion that you have with your sports team, in which in certain moments you get very upset if things don't go a way that you would like it to go towards your team. So I was actually honestly triggered by this before. And what I was doing was trying to avoid a space in which I'm experiencing the game with people who actually are like that. So I leaned into this trigger because I asked myself, like, why? Why I have so much resistance to actually doing this? And that came up. That version came up. I was like, I don't want to be near fans that just complain about like the moments that happen and things like that. And then I leaned in even deeper with it and asked myself, wasn't I that before? I have been that before, and you can attest to me being that before. Being a Vikings fan and complaining about the games, and when the game's gonna go a certain way, I would be so upset for the day, for the week, and all this other stuff. So I was really emotion invested in it, and I wanted them to win, and I was expecting them to win. If they didn't win, I felt some type of way.
Was that how? Was that why the game controller got thrown at the TV?
That was Madden.
Oh, that was Madden. Okay.
See, it was the same like correlation of the energy that I had. I'm so invested in this thing, and I want to win. And if I didn't win, I'm gonna feel some type of way. And then I throw the controller. This is bullshit. Da, da, da. I smashed phones before and things like that. That was just me, with all this inner turmoil I had inside of me, and was spewing it out. But I realized that I was actually judging myself.
Mm.
The reflection of the judgment was the trigger of judging somebody else who were doing it, but I was really judging as part of myself who did that before. But on a deeper level, I was judging parts of myself from previous experiences, feeling that it was wrong.
Okay.
And then I asked myself the even deeper question that led to a bigger shift, like, who am I to try to dictate how people need to be? And also, like, for a person like for me, I'm like I'm about unconditional peace. who am I to believe that I need things to be a certain way to be peace? That's unconditional. That's conditional peace for me. And I want to do the possibility of saying, what if I can be able to sit in that space? And the cool thing about that space is there are a shitload of fans there. Not just one person, it's a shitload of fans. Can I be able to be in this space and be able to anchor in my unconditional peace no matter what is going to show up? And I was. And the interesting that happened was the person I know reacted the way they reacted, and I just let it go. Cool. But also I showed a possibility of being in the game and being with those moments in a different way. I see it all the time though. People saying like Vikings fans are very stressed, so much stress and stuff. I'm like, no, not all Vikings fans. I used to be that way, but I'm choosing to use the Vikings, and I was saying like they're helping me to build my spiritual muscles of the stuff that I talk about, being more unconditionally at peace, but then also going with the moment and letting go of the stuff that are outside my control. I can't control the Vikings going to win or not, but I can control how I choose to respond to it. And trust me, but as a play happen, I get upset about it, I'll let the upsetness out in that moment, and that's it. It's just a moment. So it's really helping me to like integrate that. But I'm very grateful that I leaned in to that trigger moment and really like, you know what? I'm going to lean in. I'm going to go. I'm going to go because it's actually a healing opportunity for me.
Okay.
Somebody says, hey man, love the vibe. Do you consider yourself spiritual or have a spiritual label? And I feel like we all are spiritual. It's just our essence, spirit, right? We are spirit in a human form. So who we are spirit. So we all are. And I just did a video on this too. Everything's spiritual because spirituality is infinite. Infinite includes everything. So every single experience is a spiritual experience. The question is, how aware are you of the spiritual experience that's happening in every moment? It's not just like, oh, I only experience spiritual when I go sit in the corner and chant ohms till the cows come home or doing yoga. No, every experience that we have is a spiritual experience if you choose to use it in that manner.
I mean, what is a spiritual experience?
That's based upon whatever a person wants to perceive it as. I would never say this is the only way to believe in spirit. No.
So if spiritual is what you perceive it as, then pretty much every moment is just the way that you perceive it.
Pretty much.
So that's saying a whole bunch of it is what it is.
The chemists bringing the formula in together so simplified. Thank you.
No problem.
It is what it is. One way you could be sure the Vikings win: bet $2,000 on the other team. Oh shit.
Pizza or chicken nuggets? Pizza, cause cheese.
I'm into nuggets, y'all. Yeah, pizza is delicious. All these different types of pizzas and stuff like that.
Oh my gosh.
So, for those of you who don't know, my wife's been doing bodybuilding for the past couple months or so, and she's decided now to take a break from bodybuilding. But like through her journey of bodybuilding, she had to be so strict with her eating, and she was dedicated to it. She had this mission, and she got these cool trophies right here showing to you guys. There's one of them right there. There's another one that she got right here. And how long? It was like 7 years off, right?
7 or 8 years off.
Yeah. So she took 7 years off from bodybuilding and redid it and actually placed. Her last time when she did the bodybuilding contest, she was like very sick. But even with her being sick, she still was able to place in that journey. But now she decided to take a hiatus from it, but she's making up for lost times now of eating. Like she's eating some pretty delicious stuff now. It's like she's giving herself the freedom, like, hey, I'm eating whatever the hell I want to eat right now. It's the freedom. That freedom. It reminds me of like the kid who got raised in a strict family, and when they get off to college and they get that little taste of freedom, I'm going to splurge. Yeah, so you about to get a pizza?
I was thinking about it, but Costco doesn't deliver.
So she's just been enjoying it. Like, how's it feel for you, like these moments now of just like that different version of freedom? But it seemed like you have freedom already because you were free to choose the body build.
Yeah, it's the same thing, just a different flavor.
Somebody asked pizza or mac and cheese.
Oh, have you ever had mac and cheese pizza?
Oh, that place in Madison is delicious. Crust Kitchen in Madison.
Yes.
I found this place because I was craving a Chicago dish pizza, and I looked on Yelp. Shout out to Yelp. For a place that had it, and this place had it. It's a brand new place. So, oh, let me try this. And then once we got it, it was pretty amazing. I got it. I'm like, oh, the sweet sensation.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Chicago dish pizza.
Somebody says, bro, I'm tired of you. Cool. Be tired. Go get some rest. That's the thing about opinions. Everyone has them. And that's a cool thing. I'm not here to chase opinions. He laughed at it. See, yeah. Having kids and conversations, man. It's all love here. Yeah. Love you too, bro. Yeah. Oh, Avatar come out this week or next week?
The 15th.
I know what comes out the 15th as well.
What?
Cocaine Bear.
That is dumb.
Who else saw the preview for Cocaine Bear? Supposedly it's based on a true story with this bear called Pablo Escobar. But obviously, you know, like when they put a movie in and they say based on true story, and then they hyping it up with all the different stuff to make it more engaging and stuff, like the Conjuring movies and things like that. This is based on actual events. You're telling me like the stuff that's in the movie actually happened? Because I feel like if that stuff actually happened, there would have been some footage of this stuff actually happening, but they use like based on actual events to like grab your attention. So this thing with the Cocaine Bear, I read about it. I got interested about it. In the movie, a bear eats all these kilos of cocaine and becomes this killer, rampant bear with like these supernatural abilities and stuff like that. It goes on a killing spree. But then I looked it up, and what happened was the bear ate the cocaine and had a overdose. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I want to see it.
First of all, this is coming from the person who watched the movie Mosquito.
And Ticks.
And Ticks.
And Sharknado.
And the KFC story.
Oh.
So.
Lifetime movie. Or is it Hallmark? One of those two. But yeah, I mean, I'm a firm believer in multiverses. There is a reality in which that does exist. There is a reality in which you look at the news and you check the weather. There is a Sharknado warning in Kansas today. There is Sharknado Alley. It's not Tornado Alley, Sharknado Alley.
Mm-hmm.
There's a reality in which it's tornadoes with alligators. They're like, bring your marshmallows out. The alligators are coming heavy. There's an alligator cane. Gator cane. Luckily, we're not in that reality where there's Sharknadoes. Well, not yet. You never know.
Well, I mean, they got the idea from somewhere.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that idea came from the same place where every other idea comes from. Creativity, man. Man, we're at the top of the hour.
2 minutes.
Cool. So this was a good conversation. Gotta do this more. Go live, like we went live here, and had amazing comments from people. The comments for the people in here as well. I would shout you guys out, but I don't have my Facebook available to like see exactly who this is that's in here. But no matter what, we love you. We appreciate you. You are all magical. This was a magical conversation. We went so many different things. And that's the cool thing about magic. Magic doesn't discriminate. It's not just like we're going to sit here and we're going to conjure up and things like that. No, we just created magic together. There's no other moment like this moment that we had together of all of us showing up here and having these conversations. Some questions got answered, and even the engagement, that was pretty good. And we got a comment over there.
We do. Hey, Peter.
Hey, Peter.
And I have a really important question to ask you. Can I give you money for Costco pizza?
Can you give me money for Costco pizza? Oh, you want me to go get you Costco pizza?
Yes. And possibly a berry smoothie.
Oh, my God. Well, I guess this is what this is for, right? All right. So until next time, everyone.
Stay magical.
You've been listening to our Daily Magic Podcast with Kai and Dell. Please like, subscribe, and tune in next week for another magical episode. Visit www.ourdailymagic.com for more. Thank you for listening and have a magical day.